This memorial is my hallowed ground. There's nowhere where I can really go to honor my grandfather or see his remains.
Richard Dean never met his grandfather. Colonel John Lavelle's plane was shot down in 1950 during the Korean War, and he was captured and beaten by North Korean civilians. Richard is part of the third generation of his family that's tried to locate and find Colonel Lavelle's remains and get them back to the United States.
You know, he cared about the countries that he served in, and I've heard that he helped get people get out of the communist and behind the Iron Curtain to help them out. Finding the remains and bringing them back to the United States would mean the difference for our family. We would have the ability to have final closure, pay respects for his 23 years of active duty service to the country.
At their summit in June, President Trump said Kim Jong Un made a commitment to return the remains of US military personnel. From 1996 to 2005, North Korea and the US conducted dozens of joint searches for remains of American troops until Washington withdrew its personnel, citing concerns about Pyongyang's nuclear weapons program.
I asked for it today, and we got it. That was a very last minute. The remains will be coming back. They're going to start that process immediately.
But that process has stalled in recent weeks. In the past, Pyongyang has held out for cash compensation, and officials have often failed to show up for meetings with their US counterparts. One man who's negotiated with North Korea before says the Trump administration must see through this opportunity.
If we cannot execute now the return of these remains, I think it is because of a lack of urgency on the political leadership on our end, not on the North Korean end. And I hope that that comes through, and I hope that Secretary Pompeo and President Trump are genuinely feeling the urgency on this, because the window of opportunity of these negotiations can close tomorrow.
If the remains are returned, they'll end up at this laboratory in Hawaii, where forensic scientists are likely to spend months identifying them. Richard isn't expecting any news about his grandfather's remains soon, but he says he supports talks with North Korea and wants to see lasting peace.
They haven't been very honest and truthful in the past, and I hope things change. You know, the world needs to live in peace. Whatever creed, color, religion you are, we ought to be able to live as cohesive and enjoy life. It's very short.
Harry Horton, TRT World, Washington.